Hey everybody, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Sonofasilverstacker. This is the second video I'm doing today. There's some major news developing I need to share with you. It's tremendous. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get over here to moneymetals.com. Gold is up 19.15 to 29.63.55. Silver's up 49 cents to 33.40. Platinum up 65 cents to 993.35, and palladium up 16.85 to 1021.95, and Dr. Copper's up 4 penny to 461. Folks, there's a good reason we're seeing everything kind of hopping and popping today. There has been a call by President Trump to audit the gold at Fort Knox. And this is going to be incredible, folks. And we got to remember that he sent his Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, back there in 2017 to audit the gold there. Not necessarily audit, my bad, but to at least look around, see what he can see. But that is not the point. I think they're going to find gold there, okay? But this is all about revaluation, folks. This is going to be tremendous. And what is that going to do for the silver market? What's that going to do to the base metals market? What's that going to do to the other precious metals and the industrial metals? This is a big deal, folks. And if you don't have chicken skin just yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Now, let's go over here to the Google machine and ask that question. What would happen if the United States revalued their gold at Fort Knox? Well, it says here it could trigger a global metals boom, increase export competitiveness, or just merely cause inflation. Now, metals boom, that's right. It could prompt other central banks to raise their gold prices as well, which could lead to a metals bubble. Now, inflation, if the proceeds from revaluation are used to fund deficit spending, markets could see this as inflationary, maybe not, right? Export competitiveness, revaluation could make the U.S. more competitive in global markets. And I think manufacturing economy would love to have more competitive exports in the global marketplace. So I think that's probably one of the main reasons, as well as, well, you'll see here. A sudden injection of funds, liquidity from revaluation could cause market volatility. I wonder what the VIX looks like today. That's the volatility index. Now here it says, how would it work? The U.S. government could revalue its gold holdings from $42 per ounce. That's the price set in 1973, folks. Wow, yeah, that's 52 years ago now that they actually valued gold. Now it says this would give the Treasury a large sum of cash, which could reduce the need to issue bonds. And remember, they're fond of the bond. Now, what are the concerns? However, some say that revaluing gold would offset debt would be a desperate move that doesn't address the root cause of the United States fiscal problems. But remember, desperate times call for desperate measures. Others say that the risk associated with revalued gold is greater than any near-term benefit. Yeah, they're just kind of scared, a little worried about what could possibly happen. And folks, this only happened 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. And after that, we have had rumors and more rumors about how Fort Knox could possibly be audited because, well, there you go, encouraged to crack open Fort Knox and audit right there. So this has been something that's been kind of in the wind for a few days, maybe a week now. Well, and here it is. Trump just said, let's do this. And he didn't say, let's do it in a month or two. He says here, now this is the webpage we're looking into. It's MeTrade right there. And it was from last night, almost midnight. President Donald Trump has ordered an immediate gold inspection at Fort Knox, folks, raising doubts over whether the 4,580 tons of gold stored in America's most restricted vault still exist. I don't think that's the real issue here, folks. Speaking aboard Air Force One on his way back from Miami to Washington, D.C., Trump told reporters, we hope everything's fine with Fort Knox, but we're going to go to Fort Knox, the favorite Fort Knox, to make sure the gold is there. And if the gold's not there, we're going to be really upset, very upset, he says. His decision comes at a time when Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is preparing a nationwide audit of U.S. assets. And a simple question on X has now turned into a political firestorm. A lot of questions being asked lately, isn't it? Elon Musk questions U.S. gold reserve. DOGE jumps in. Like a dog jump right now. It all started when X user asked Elon Musk if the gold at Fort Knox still exists. His response, question mark, surely it's reviewed at least every year. That assumption turned out to be wrong. The last time anyone saw the gold was in 2017 when Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin paid a visit. Now, he was Trump's Treasury Secretary then, so they know, at least back then, what they had found, right? Before that, it was in 1974 when reporters and lawmakers were given a rare glimpse inside after conspiracy theories about missing gold started spreading. Now, folks, the question is, Will we have reporters and lawmakers, or is it just going to be the folks over at DOGE? I think that's the big question I'm asking. The U.S. Treasury claims Fort Knox holds gold worth $425 billion at today's prices, but no independent verification has taken place in nearly 50 years. Yowza, that's a long time. Now, if you had $425 billion worth of gold, do you think the last time you'd look at it would be 50 years ago, or at least I just, you know what I mean? It's like, is that the real way? Is that the right way to hold your, I mean, you're the custodian, right? You might want to check on it now and then. Unbelievable. So it says here, the vault remains one of the most heavily guarded locations on Earth, and no single person alive knows all the steps required to open it. That's right. It takes a team of people. Musk's casual post triggered outrage across Washington, prompting Senator Rand Paul to demand an official audit of the reserves. Nope, let's do it, Rand wrote, reiterating once again that he doesn't believe the government's numbers. His father, Ron Paul, has been pushing for gold audits for decades, insisting that Americans have no proof of the gold even exists. And I think he just says that just to get in there, right? Just to say, hey, you know, let's get in there and look to see what's there. Well, here we are. We're at that point. We're at that junction. What's going to happen next, right? Senator Cynthia Lummis took to the debate even further, calling for a super radical change. Now, this is something I've been talking about for years now. Bitcoin fixes this, she told Musk. A Bitcoin reserve could be audited anytime 24/7 with a basic computer. It's time to upgrade our reserves. Musk, who has flirted with pro-Bitcoin ideas in the past, responded with thinking emoji, hinting that he might actually consider it. Bitcoin's blockchain is fully transparent, unlike Fort Knox, which remains sealed away with no public access. Lummis has been pushing for the U.S. to create a Bitcoin reserve, believing that it's superior to gold in each and every single way, and I don't believe so. Have you noticed, you know, the theory is that the dollar is a substitute for gold, and that the Bitcoin is a substitute for the dollar. So each time you make a substitution, you get further and further away from gold, right? So that's one of the things. But some people are talking about how digital currency could actually be backed by gold. And wouldn't that be something? This is tremendous, folks. We are on the precipice of something amazing and outstanding. Look, we're $18 instead of 16. Wow. And what does it mean for gold and silver? What does it mean for platinum and palladium and copper and nickel and zinc? I mean, this is just incredible, folks. We are in a new era, and this is this is just exciting. Now let's go to the plus twos, because really this is my second video of the day, and there it is. This is Proverb 21, 25 and 26. 25 says, the lust of the sluggard will kill him, for his hands refuse to do any work. Number 26 says, all day long he's going to court lust, but the righteous one will give to him and not hold back. What does that even mean? Is it going to be mean? No. It says here, a lazy person has only desire, but no accomplishment. That's kind of sad. But however, a righteous person accomplishes for himself and teaches other. That's the giving back. That's the not holding back, right? To be a teacher. And remember in the Bible what it says about being a teacher. That's a tough job with some serious repercussions if you don't do it right. Now let's bounce over here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Bruno Mars, the Lazy Song. Great song, fantastic song. Sluggard, well, maybe not. Maybe just some days, not always, but some days you just want to kick back and not do anything. And that's what the song is for, because obviously you can be very productive, but one day off isn't going to ruin it, right? Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Now, if you want to help support the channel, you can become a member. It's $1.99 a month. It's not too much. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee or an inexpensive cup of coffee, right? Unless you go to Chick-fil-A, I think they have a senior coffee that might not be that expensive. It might be free, FOC, free of charge. Now, that's about it, folks. Y'all have a wonderful day, and keep your eyes open as to what's going down out there. This is new territory. Stacker out.